Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt more real than reality itself? Maybe you were flying over an ocean. Maybe you met someone who passed away years ago. Maybe you were back in your childhood home, even though you haven't been there in decades. And then you open your eyes. Everything disappears. But the strangest part is this. Why did your brain create that entire experience in the first place? Why do we dream at all? Because despite thousands of years of human civilization, despite landing on the moon and building supercomputers, the truth is, nobody actually knows for sure. Today I want to take you on a journey throughout one of the greatest mysteries of the human mind, the mystery of dreams. Think about this for a moment. Every single night you willingly lose consciousness. You enter a completely different world. You see people who aren't there, you visit places that don't exist, you experience emotions that feel absolutely real. And somehow your brain accepts all of it without question. You could be riding a giant fish through the sky, and in that moment, nothing seems strange. Only after waking up do you realize how bizarre everything actually was. But why? Why would evolution create something so weird? From a survival perspective, sleep itself is already very dangerous. When you're asleep, you're vulnerable. You can't hunt, you can't defend yourself, and yet almost every animal on Earth still does it. And dreams, dreams are even stranger. Your brain uses an enormous amount of energy to generate these experiences. There has to be a reason. At least, that's what scientists think. Long before neuroscience existed, humans had their own answers. Ancient Egyptians believed dreams were messages from the gods. The Greeks thought dreams could predict the future. Some cultures believed that dreaming meant your soul temporarily left your body during sleep. And honestly, can you blame them? Imagine living thousands of years ago. You go to sleep, you meet dead relatives, you visit places you've never seen, you experience impossible events, and then you wake up. Without modern science, it would be completely reasonable to think that something supernatural had happened. Even today, many people still believe dreams carry deeper meanings, and perhaps they do. But science has been trying to answer this question in a different way. Most vivid dreams occur during something called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During this stage, your eyes move rapidly beneath your eyelids. Your brain becomes incredibly active, and strangely enough, its activity starts looking surprisingly similar to when you're awake. In some areas, your brain is almost as active as it is right now while you're listening to this. But something interesting happens. The part of your brain responsible for logic and critical thinking, the prefrontal cortex, becomes less active. Meanwhile, emotional centers become extremely active. And this might explain why dreams make absolutely no sense, yet we never question them. Your emotions are fully online, your imagination running wild. But your inner critic, the voice that normally says, "Wait a minute, this is impossible," has essentially gone offline. That's why you can dream about walking on Mars with your elementary school teacher and think everything is completely normal. Your brain simply does not stop to ask questions. One of the most popular theories is that dreams help organize memories. Think of your brain like a giant library. Every single day you're collecting thousands of new experiences, new faces, new conversations, new emotions, and new information. If all of that could stay completely unorganized, your mind would become like chaos or something. So while you're sleeping, your brain might be sorting through everything, keeping some memories, like deleting others, connecting information in ways you don't consciously understand. And dreams could simply be the side effects of that process. Imagine your brain opening random folders at the same time. Childhood memories mixing with yesterday's conversation. A movie you watched last week combining an old friend you haven't thought about in years. Strange, illogical, beautiful stories created by your mind trying to organize itself is what we call dreams, I guess. But another theory is even more fascinating. Some scientists believe dreams evolved as a survival mechanism, essentially a training simulator for dangerous situations. Think about how many people dream about falling, being chased, getting lost, missing important events, running from something terrifying. These themes appear across different cultures and different time periods. The idea is that dreams allowed our ancestors to practice dealing with threats without facing real danger, almost like a virtual reality system created by evolution itself. Before technology, before computers, before video games, nature may have already invented the world's first simulation engine, which is your brain. Another possibility is that dreams help us process emotions. Have you ever noticed how stressful events often appear in your dreams? Or how losing someone can cause you to dream about them years later? Scientists think dreaming might help separate emotions from painful memories, almost like emotional therapy performed by your subconscious mind. Your brain revisits experiences, replays them, processes them, and slowly integrates them into who you are. Perhaps dreams aren't random at all. Perhaps they're conversations between different parts of ourselves. Discussions that happen while our conscious mind takes a break. But here's the incredible part. Despite all these theories, we still don't have a definitive answer. No single explanation that fully solves the mystery. And maybe that's what makes dreams so fascinating. Every human being who has ever lived has dreamed. Kings dreamed. Warriors dreamed. Scientists dreamed. From artists, children, you and I, we have all dreamt. For thousands upon thousands of years, humanity has shared this strange experience, and yet we still don't fully understand why. In a universe filled with black holes, distant galaxies, and the possibility of alien life, one of the greatest mysteries might actually be sitting inside our own heads every single night. So the next time you woke up from a strange dream, take a moment to think about what just happened. For a few hours, your brain literally created an entire reality. People, places, stories, emotions, all made up. A world that has existed only for you at that time. And maybe dreams are nothing more than a random electrical activity. Maybe they're memory organization. Maybe they're survival simulations. Maybe they're emotional healing. Or maybe we're missing something far greater. Because sometimes the biggest mysteries in existence aren't out there among the stars. Sometimes they're the ones we experience every night when we close our eyes. And perhaps the question is not just why we dream, but whether we'll ever truly understand the answer.